My next guest takes on Joe Schilling at Bellator 219 on March 29th. It is Keith Barry joining me here on the program. Keith, how are you?
Good, man. Good. I'm having a great day and relaxing on a Sunday.
Yeah, I understand you're at the baseball pitch. Just shows the level of dedication that you have to do an interview, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Are you a big baseball fan in general?
Not really. I didn't really play growing up, but my cousins, my little cousins are into it. So I'm just kind of out here supporting my family, just chilling on a Sunday. They live in Hermosa Beach, so it's close by the beach, and it's just nice out.
Yeah, sounds awesome. And let's talk about you, man. Well-versed veteran in this sport. Where did this all begin for you? How did you get involved in combat sports?
I started in 2005. I had my first pro fight, and my wrestling coach really got me in fighting. I was kind of getting into trouble in high school and stuff, and he says, you should probably actually fight instead of all these street fights, And that's how I got started. I started King of the Cage in 2005, and then just I've been racking it off since then. And it's 2019 now, so it's been 14 years. So it's been a long time.
Yeah, no, you've had a pretty solid career, if I say so. Along with fighting, what else do you do for a living? What pays the bills for you right now?
I do real estate over in Marietta. So I just
cool.
Yeah, I was with Remax for a little bit. Now I'm with Berkshire and Hathaway.
Nice.
So yeah, I do It's easy. My family does it, so I've had my license for a while. So it's easier than getting punched in the face. Collecting that real estate check.
Yeah, and it also takes some of the stress off the financial side of fighting, I'm sure, as well, because that's an actual career outside of fighting.
Yeah, because then you can take more time to invest in yourself, and you have better hours, I think, with the real estate, and you can train all the time.
Now, as far as MMA goes, I know you missed all of 2015, and then I know in 2016 you had 3 fights canceled, including a matchup with Curtis Millender. How frustrating has these last few years been, just with not being able to fight, I'm sure, as often as you'd like?
Yeah, it's kind of a life, man. I hit some rough patches, and I'm really thankful for this fight coming up, because this fight puts me right back on the map. I win this fight, I'm right back in it. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I feel really blessed to have this fight, and I'm training my ass off. This is the most I've ever trained for a fight. I hate doing conditioning for fights. I usually try to skip out on it, but I'm really dedicated with that and my diet. My weight's 198, and usually I'm 205. So everything is kind of coming into balance, coming in for me.
That's great. And I know one big part of training camp is recovery, and I know you've been working with Terphouse. How did that initially come together with you linking up with them?
I don't remember off the top of my head how we got hooked up. I think, you know what? My roommate, Tom Galicchio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he knew the Terphouse guys, and then he referred me over to them. But man, I love that stuff. I use it for my mom's dogs and for my dog, and all that CBD is amazing. And I love how he knows a lot more about CBD. He'll tell you exactly about the isolate and about the full spectrum and the differences. And it's nice to see somebody with an actual intelligence about the CBD and cannabis industry. So yeah,
that's great. What have you been noticing as far as benefits with taking CBD during recovery?
Well, I do smoke too, so I do both, and I don't know. I just feel great all the time. Basically, I don't drink or anything else, and I try to eat pretty clean. I don't eat fast food often, so I feel it at night for the sleep mostly. If I don't take it for sleep, and I feel like I don't sleep as well, I wake up in the night. But if I take it before bed, the CBD really helps with the sleep, especially hard training, and you're sore everywhere with jiu-jitsu and wrestling and MMA. So. Yeah,
I hear you. Let's talk about Joe Schilling. We know what he's going to do. His kickboxing background, everything like that. He's a stand-up guy. How do you feel like your skill set matches up against his?
I think it's the end of his career, in my opinion, and I think this is my chance to put a stomp on somebody and get back on the mainstream of things. But he's a great kickboxer, and I'm a boxer, and I like to wrestle too a little bit. So I feel like I'm going to mix it up in this fight. And I've been doing MMA for 14 years, so I'm going to show that in the cage. But I love to strike, and this is a perfect fight for a stand-up fight for me. So I'm not going to hesitate to throw some hands and throw some strikes in there too. So I'm definitely going to mix it up. I'm really excited for this fight. I haven't been this excited for a fight in I don't know when, man. I can't even remember.
Well, one of the cool things about this fight, I think, the pressure's on Joe in this matchup. I mean, he was sort of a big signing for them. He's been a little bit disappointing on the MMA side of things. I know he's coming off a win, but do you feel like the pressure is on him, and do you think that'll impact him in this fight?
I didn't really think of it like that. I'm kind of putting a lot of pressure on myself because I just know it's such a great fight and I'm so happy about it. So I'm just like, I didn't really think about it from his point of view perspective, if he's getting pressured or not. But honestly, man, I just want the best Joe Schilling, and I'm going to come out there. It's going to be my hometown, so I'm not getting knocked out for my mom. I want to knock some. It's funny to think like that, but it's my family out there watching me in my hometown, and it's the first time I've fought on TV for a while. So I've been training my ass off, and the opportunity came up, and everything just worked out perfectly. So I'm just going to ride this wave. I feel like it's my time, and this would just be such a nice win for me. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's an awesome matchup. Where are you training right now, and who are some of your main training partners?
I'm training at Team Quest over in Temecula, Dan Henderson's gym. So Dan coaches this a lot over there, and then my main coach is Tom Glicchio and Sam Alvey. I train with both of them, and they're both kind of coaches of mine. And basically all the guys at Team Quest, they help me out a lot. Sparring with Fernando Gonzalez over there, and who else is over there? A bunch of great guys. I can't think of the top.
No, you got a really good gym over there. A lot of really good talent. I know Joe Stevenson's over there now too, helping you guys a little bit.
Yeah, he's a great coach of ours. He's a new coach that we just added on, I think, earlier this year. So, yeah, there's a lot of good talent that comes in Team Quest. And sometimes sparring days, you'll see guys, Lorenz Larkin comes in, Sean Strickland. So just a lot of tough dudes from the area. And it's just a good gym, man. And, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. How do as far as your corner goes, who's going to be in the cage with you that night?
It's going to be Tom Glicchio from Dan Henderson's jiu-jitsu guy, and then it's going to be Frenchie. He's out of Self-Made. He's like a MMA, Muay Thai type of teacher. He works all my striking, kicks, elbows. We do boxing too. And then I have a main guy, Jamie Huey, and he's out of Vegas. He's out of Extreme Couture. So. Yeah, and they're all guys I've known for a long time. I trust them. You need that three solid dudes that you know and trust like brothers. And Tom has been in there, been in the UFC, fought all over. And then Jamie Huey is, coached everyone from the Ultimate Fighter throughout, small shows to big shows. And Frenchie's just my main mitt guy. He's my main striking guy. So, and he's been in there with me before, and he knows how I work. And they all know me really well. So it's good for me.
How do you see this fight playing out? I know you think a finish is going to happen. What type of finish do you think we'll see in this fight?
I think someone's getting knocked out. It's kind of funny to say that. It's something everyone always tries to say, but this fight for sure. I mean, I'm coming to throw hands. He's coming to throw hands, but I'm looking to take it to the ground a little bit too and bring it back up. I'm looking to mix it up, and yeah, man, I'm just looking to finish the fight any way I can. I feel like it's going to go to the second round, and then someone's going to win the second round, which is going to be me. So, yeah, that's why I feel it's going to be a second round knockout for me, maybe on the ground.
How much do you think experience will play into this, just with that you have so many more MMA fights than he does?
Yeah, I'm going to use that, use my MMA experience, use all my background with just bullying people and stuff like that, and dirty boxing. I love that. So, yeah, I think I have a great shot at this one.
And I imagine this is just a one-fight deal from Bellator. Like, if you win, they'll probably want to re-sign you just because this would be a huge victory.
Yeah. Well, actually, they sent me a 3-fight deal. So
awesome.
Yeah, they sent me a nice little promotional contract. So I was like, I mean, this has been such a good blessing for me. So all I need to do is win this fight, and then I get paid more in my next fight. So it's looking good.
Well, I know you got a baseball game to get back to, Keith, so I really appreciate the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, so social media, I'm on Instagram at KeithBerry949, and then Twitter is at KOKid951. And then, thank you to Terphouse and Gentleman's Fight Gear, one of my main sponsors, and that's it.